To get experience, you need a job. To get a job, you need experience. How crazy is that? Yo, I'm Jordan. I'm here to help you craft an epic life. And it's a pleasure. Let's talk about unpaid internships. This is something that I personally don't really approve of, but many people I know have been faced with the choice of whether or not they should get one. But at some point you might be faced with that decision. So let's spend a few minutes talking about it and see if that decision would be the best next step for your career. Here are 5 questions you should ask yourself before accepting an unpaid internship. Question 1. Can you afford to take an unpaid job right now? Take a hard look at your current living situation. Can you afford doing that right now? Do other people depend on you? What would happen to you if you spent several months not getting any money? Or not making any money from your main job but working something part-time just to make ends meet? This can have some disastrous consequences on your financial situation, on your family, or on your mental health. Think those through before making the decision. Maybe that's the best spot for you. Maybe you have a place to stay, maybe you don't have a family or someone depending on you. In that case, that might be a great idea. But in other cases, you should spend some time thinking whether or not this is the best of the current options that you have. Question number 2. Is an internship the best place to learn at? And also, would you be learning there or just bringing coffee and making errands for other people? That's important. Look, I get it. For some professions, you don't have a choice. It's either the only way you can proceed in your career or it's required by law. There is nothing you can do there. You should take an unpaid internship there if that's the case. But for many other professions, the rise of online education has changed things. Spending 6 months in an internship will often result in less learning compared to spending 6 months at home learning non-stop. Maybe your work environment will help you learn faster, but maybe you will be able to learn faster alone at home. It very much depends on your case and what kind of an internship you're applying for. Think about that before deciding whether or not you should take this internship, especially if it's an unpaid one. Question number 3. Is there a course you can take or a project you can finish that can help you skip the internship altogether? Let me give you an example. I've made games for 6 years and then I transitioned to making software for another 5 years. For those 11 years, I've seen many professionals. Yes, a lot of them were IT, a lot of them are software engineers or designers or artists, but a lot of professions are digital right now. And for those professions, you can create a project. You can create an app if you're a software engineer. You can create your own portfolio if you're an artist. You can make a great trailer for you as a video editor. You can shoot a lot of people if you're a photographer and make a portfolio of all of those pictures. There are many ways you can gain that experience by yourself and have that experience to show to your future employer. This will allow you a lot more creative freedom, a lot more options to explore yourself, and maybe, just maybe, you might be able to sell some of that work and actually make a profit out of it. So that's one option you should consider for your specific profession and your specific domain before deciding to work for months or years on an unpaid job. Question number 4. That one should be obvious, but for some reason it's not. Check the market. If the market is super saturated, you definitely want to take your time and search. Other opportunities that you'll find is going to be a paid one. Or if there are literally no jobs, then you should definitely jump on that very first one. Whatever it is, maybe an unpaid job is the best you can get right now, but you really want to check the market first before making that decision. So spend some time online, see what the number of job offers is, and then make the decision of whether or not you should look for just the one and hop on that train, or look a little bit longer. Question 5. This one is extremely beneficial, but very few people actually do it. So doing this gives you bonus points. Are you doing your best to sell yourself to your future employer? Is your CV amazing? Or is it just some bland generic template? Did you send a cover letter? For your first job, it might be a good idea. Did you research the companies that you're applying for? Knowing what are you applying for might be extremely beneficial for your interview. Are your social profiles all up to date and looking good? Employers are very likely to check those nowadays. Have you prepared yourself with the answers to common interview questions? I know you can't have every single answer and you shouldn't memorize every answer, but a little bit of preparation wouldn't hurt. There are a lot of ways you can improve your presentation. You should look into those ways. Finding a good job is not only about what the market offers and what you offer in terms of skills on the job, it's also about how can you sell your skills. If you convince me that you're worth 1 million and then you can convince my customers that you are worth 1 million, then you're worth 1 million to me. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if your skills are actually worth 1 million. Perception is reality here, and you want to work with that perception and not with just pragmatic reality or something like that, because that's how the world works. Sorry. Anyway, that's it. That was the last one. Having the answers to those questions will help you make the correct decision for your next professional step. So yeah, like the video, subscribe, join the Discord, and stay awesome. You rock. Bye.
Subscribe to Jordan and stay awesome.